clarity while at the same time detaching from the results. This is what this live is going to be about, to help you navigate the current transits in your human design chart, to find clarity and don't get stuck, because what is going on in the cosmos is intense. And so I had a lot of conversations today in my sessions with my clients and in Voxer one-on-one all over the place about, I need clarity. I'm not clear. I'm not inspired. I feel stuck. I don't know how. What is the next step? Where are we headed? Oh my God, so much awareness, but what to do with all this? So if this is you, let me know in the comments below. Hello and welcome. And so I want to help you find clarity, because the cosmos impacts your chart and the energy, how it runs through your chart every week with in a different way. And so when you know how your chart gets impacted, you are at least for the first step, one step ahead, because you're clear what's going on within you, so that it's not you can blame it on the cosmos. This is usually what I would talk about in the HD Vibe, my monthly membership, where I talk about business energetics and give mini trainings about human design and the types. So because I had so many conversations around this today, I thought I'm going to share this with you as well. Hello. And then the more personalized support will happen in there. And maybe I'm going to take this little mini training today, even not on my Instagram, but put it right in there. So there's the vibe always happening every week. All the energy forecasts and the downloads and mini trainings and all that vibe. So if you let me know in the comments, do you feel like there's a lot going on here? Because we have Pluto, gate 61 in Pluto, which is all about the truth. And so we will still have it there for a couple of more days to go. And so there will be a lot of truth revealed, maybe unexpectedly, because Uranus is also there, and it is all about shocking, awakening, something that you have not expected, something that you thought, oh my God, I thought we're going to go in this direction. I thought this is going to be the way, or this is going to be the outcome. And now it's suddenly like plot twist. You go on this, like what the fuck is happening? And then the 47 is active as well, which it is an abstract channel, but it wants to give you like clarity. You want to be logic. You try to rationalize it with your mind, and you want to know the truth now, but actually the truth can only be revealed. It reveals itself. So what I found, that definitely with this full moon, a chapter closed of this whole summer transformation, and the season that we're now going into with fall, with the eclipse coming up, it's going to be even more intense. So whatever you have been working through the major time of the year, it was a lot of Scorpio energy, a lot of darkness that came up to be rebirthed, like a lot of death and rebirth. And hopefully you have done your homework, and hopefully you understand your human design chart to work with it, because now we're going more into Taurus, 18 degrees in your chart, which means the place where you will have the opportunity. Taurus is all about wealth and new values, relationships, love, abundance. So in order to create that with the energy in the cosmos, understanding your personal chart, knowing where you still have the blocks is key now. Because otherwise we go into eclipse season, and it's gonna be a fucking boot camp for awakening, which can be very uncomfortable if you don't know what's going on. As I said, whenever we know what's going on, at least the clarity, maybe you agree, whenever I know, okay, this is the cosmos, this is the moon, this is not just me not knowing what to do, then I feel already calmer, and then I have something to focus on. And whenever I find that I have a defined head, I have a defined third eye. So for me, and I'm 50% strategic in my chart, in my energy flow. And that means I am a 50-50, half receptive, half focused person. And naturally, I am more designed to have the clarity and to give the clarity and help others find clarity. So it's always hard for me to find clarity for myself. So that's why I have mentors. But mainly, even that happens pretty naturally. So what I found with my clients, usually when they're stuck, and I had on a call today that as well, because it's so much pressure here and so much comes up at the same time, that whenever we feel the lack of clarity, you are usually attaching to one outcome. You're usually holding on to an idea that this is the path to go there, this is the result. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Usually we have an image, a vision, an idea, a desire, a hope, some fear, depending which motivation in your chart you have, what you want this to look like, to feel, to see, to experience. And when we are in this strong vision, in this image fixed, and the universe wants you to give even more and even a better result, because usually you're not asking or daring to dream big enough and asking for what you really want. So you're playing small here and you try to find clarity for something that is not meant for you, because the universe has something prepared up here and you're stuck down here in the mud and trying to find the clarity because you're attaching to it. It has to go this way. It has to be that client. It has to be that relationship. It has to be that country. It has to be that house. It has to be that offer or whatever it is, or that next step where you're clinging on to. You're stuck. And the clarity cannot come by you trying to find clarity. So the first step actually has to be usually to detach. Detach from the outcome. And tell me in the comments, do you feel it's easy to detach from the outcome? Do you feel like, what the fuck actually, how do we detach from the outcome? Because it's not easy with this whole mind chatter and mind fuck going on. How can we detach from the outcome while still working towards an outcome, a result, a money goal, a whatever your goal is, a manifestation of a desire? So I always had the issue with it. Even hearing the coaching industry talk about detachment, you have to be detached and still manifesting it. And it's interesting. I see kind of a certain vibe going on right now in social media and the coaching industry. Everybody is kind of launching manifestation classes and manifestation programs. And of course, through manifestation, through feminine energetics and human design and gene keys and all the different modalities and perspective. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool and dandy. What does it mean for me? So every modality, every method around whatever you use has to work for your design and based on your genetics, because we're not talking about personality and methods anymore. The more we go into 2027, it will only be the ones who will succeed best are the ones who understand the energy best, not the concepts, not learn as much. It is only to hold that alignment and work with the energy also in the external. So whether it is something that you hold on to, a circumstance that needs to happen first in order to find clarity, or it is a result or a certain internal state that you have to be high vibe first in order to make the next step, this is all attachment. And so how do we detach? Tell me in the comments when I say detach. Just detach from it. What comes up? How do you do that? How the fuck? What should I actually do? Like, take the hands off the wheel. Let the universe fill the gap. What else is there that I hear a lot of people talking? Actually, surface layer, line 6 goes, that's not the truth. Let's unpack that here a little bit. And so detachment actually happens when we stop focusing and attaching to it by having our attention on that one thing. Because when we think it's just that one thing, but the universe has all the different ways, then usually you are in the probability realm. And for me, as possibility view, and most people don't have possibility view. And for me, it's always normal, like, okay, if not this, then something better, there's something different, desire, motivation, does whatever it takes to get there. Like, there's always multiple paths for me, but maybe you're designed to work differently and look at the things differently. So in any case, which even if you don't have probability view, it can often happen that you just attach and that one outcome, and then we are not in the possibility view. So when we want to detach from it, to let go, don't think about it, do something fun just for me. Yeah, to let go and be who I am and do what I feel should do, but not for the price. Yeah, but do you have clarity how to get there, how to get it, or how to create what you want? I mean, if you say that, then how can you still be the conscious creator in your power, knowing that whatever you desire, you can get? That's the next phrase that we need to unpack here. If I detach here and don't do anything, just live my life and have fun or do what I should do. I mean, when we say should, then it's kind of like, where's the conditioning there? So you see, it's a tricky path. It's definitely a tricky path. So to make it very short and sweet, to give you the answer is, you have to take your attention from it. When we have the entire time the attention onto something, where the attention goes, the energy flows. So you're literally constantly feeding that stuckness with even more energy, or that one result, or that one person, or that one client, or that one offer, like with this expectation of need and lack and stuckness, and that actually amplifies and just gets even more of that comes back, that you feel even more stuck. So for all you sacrals, money and generators, the moment you stop thinking about that thing, that person, that circumstance, that whatever you think needs to happen first, or is that only one way, only one result, whenever you stop thinking about it, you will actually stop your physical response mode to respond to it all the time. And that means that you finally can break and cut the cord to that attachment. And yes, there are different attachment styles and yada yada. You can go down the rabbit hole to self-study and analyze why you're doing it. But to be honest, for me as a projector, I'm like, I'm not interested why you are doing it or which pattern you have. I see it right away. Just fucking stop doing it. Stop thinking about that thing. Go possibility. That's not the only thing. Obviously, you have certain physical resistance here. So let's go. What else is possible? Looking for other things that you can give your authority something to respond to. So you come back to your strategy. Manifestors is the same thing. If you try to initiate all the time without the impulse, it is trying to move a car without the keys. And that doesn't work. It's just fucking exhausting. And you can only receive this divine downloads when you're rested. So take the attention off that thing of initiating and let yourself be initiated by your own inspiration first. And for projectors, it's super important. To be honest, on projectors, like when we are, hi Lauren, good to see you. When we are, so we're talking about clarity and detachment for all you generators. We are always responding nonstop. You responders. There's nothing you do not respond to. You just opened your phone and you saw me, and so you responded by clicking that button. So there you are. So, but projectors, we're not responders. Usually you do respond all the time. So we can do another live only about this. But here in this fact, to detach from the outcome is to take your attention away. The thing is with projectors, whenever we put our attention onto something, we see the structure, we absorb, we plug into that thing. Whether it's an energetic thought, whether it's a circumstance, whether it's an environment, whether it's an image, whether it's a person, whether it's a client, or whatever that thing is. Like literally our aura goes like, and absorbs it. And you are stuck there because you're plugged into that outlet and constantly feed it with energy, and you have nothing else to plug into. Does that make sense? And if you have not read my post from today about attention, and that you're actually, instead of seeking for attention to get paid for that thing that you are selling, projectors, you have to sell attention. Because we get paid for our attention, for our focus. When I focus on a chart, when I focus on a client, like I absorb the energy, I absorb the information, and this is what I actually am here to share, to project out, because this is what this person cannot see. So if you resonated with this post, then I want to call you forward and say, then leave me your 2 cents under this post. These posts are taking me a lot of intentionality and time. It's like my newest masterclass style. And if it resonates with you, I would highly appreciate it if you leave me like a defined heart, a good bargain to say, wow, this is what resonated. Let's have a conversation in there. Let's show some appreciation for the work that these content creators do. Okay? Because this is value. And if you have self-awareness and if it is worth for you and you see the value, then leave a word of appreciation. Okay? So this is what I usually do when I see that someone puts out content that is not surface layer carousel shit that you see mostly out there. Leave your 2 cents and appreciate it, because it took me 2 hours to write that post, to write it, to study, to put the things together, the graphics, and so on. I love it. You know, I would do it anyways, or I keep doing it no matter if you comment or not. But this is for me as a line 6, the morals and the desire, the defined heart of a certain bargain, to put that out there, and also to raise the energetic etiquette on this Instagram platform, because all you as well have incredible content. And I know you all put so much effort in your content, and I want to be the role model for you to also call you, your audience, forward to leave you 2 cents. And if you tag me under your post, I will come and read it and leave my 2 cents there. Like, let's raise that together. That was just a side commercial for what I'm here to preach today. We have Mercury retrograde, so I don't know what comes out, but definitely some good stuff. So the last piece for projectors is definitely to pull out your plug and detach. What happens is that you finally feel free. Finally, you don't get the entire time the information of that person, that client, that circumstance, even that thing that you want to create. You unplug and you're free for new information. And then it is about, okay, what am I plugging in? What am I focusing in next? Where, and this is the second point of what I want to talk about today, how to find clarity, is through your inner or outer authority. There are just 2 ways to actually find clarity. Once you detach, once you're open to receive the clarity because you cannot create it, then there's 2 ways. Your inner and your outer authority, and outer authority. So I hope, let me know in the comments, what is your inner authority? Knowing that, following that, being the passenger, just letting that lead is the first thing that you have to master. Like, this has to be law. When your authority says stop, when your soul says that's it, you gotta go. Unless you want to take the harder route. I mean, it is your choice. If you want to think through it. So, emotional projector, just ride the wave until you are more in a grounded state, not in an emotional wave, and then you know how it feels to your body. You know. However, most people are in that wave and saying, oh, I'm going to let my wave settle. And then while the wave settles, your mind fuck goes on and you talk yourself out of it. And you find all the excuses your ego wants to believe in so that you stay small and settle and not do it. This is usually the conditioning that we need to be very aware of. Okay. So the inner authority is the first thing. And if you are not clear, still not clear, or have the blockage through the transits that are happening or through other conditioning in your chart, then there's only the way to get outer authority. And especially your undefined heads and third eyes, or your heads who are defined, who have so many ideas and I cannot choose what, then the outer authority is someone else. Best, it would be a projector to look at you, to look at your chart and help you find clarity. And this is what happens with my clients. I have the defined head and third eye, and this is more an awareness center to create clarity for an outer and someone else. When I try to find clarity for myself, it's really fucking hard, and I stop doing that. Whenever I catch myself, I go through exactly what I'm sharing with you today. So, finding clarity, either you trust your sacral, your whatever, self-projected, your splenic, whatever, you trust it and then you just do it. And even if it says no, not now, then you got to do it, but most are not trusting it. So it is always helpful, and that's why I always say mentorship, someone else, having the external support is the shortcut to clarity. It's the shortcut to the results actually that you do want. And we had this in the session today, that my client came to me with this idea about what the next offer should be. And it was an offer. It was about a silly thing of just raising the prices or packaging something up. Like I do this while I sleep. This is nothing. Just by being in my energy, you just feel more confident to raise your prices. It's just the mechanics of the defined heart. This is kindergarten. But what actually I saw and what the big thing was the brand evolution, creating the movement, creating some events for the fall season to get more visibility, to reach more people, to attract next level clients. Like this big picture was actually the outcome that we need to attach. And she is a manifesting generator, 5-1 sacral, was responding like crazy to this. Yeah. So that then you go away from this one solution to have this full spectrum of what is possible. And usually then your authority knows when an external authority, meaning a mentor or coach, gives you something to respond to, or the invitation as you projectors or manifestors to fucking activate you around the things that you already wanted to initiate last year, like then you can fly. And then you know, even with the additional, like this is all on top, knowing the gates, knowing the transits, knowing the cosmic thing. I love, last night I was studying my transits and this chart till 2 a.m. and the one from my client. I just love these things because it is next level. It is advanced alignment. And you can stay basic if you want and go the hard route, or you go and have the easier path. So what that means for you, for your chart, for your business, for your situation, for the season that you want to go in, find clarity, what the real thing is that you want to plug into, respond to, initiate. And there are multiple options. You can have a session with me. You can join the Vibe or the Focus Design for Success mentorship. It is there. So if you feel stuck, reach out. We can talk what is best for you to find and help clarity. Because Pluto will be in the gate 64 for a couple of weeks and days to come. And eclipse season will bring up anything that you have not looked at. So it's not a walk in the park, just gonna say. So that's for me today. I'm gonna close. I have some exciting things to respond in my Voxer with my amazing clients. I love you. I'm so excited. And then I'm gonna see you on another live. Oh, by the way, Friday on air show, if you have not signed up, you can go to my stories. There is the on air show on Friday live. Come here on Instagram 6 p.m. to get live coaching. Ask me any questions. Human design, business, energetics, success. Friday 6 p.m. Join us. Bye.